Leonardo da Vinci once said that time waits just long enough for those who use it. So the question is, what are you doing with your time? We all have 24 hours in a day. What are you doing with your time? Are you building your dream? Or are you helping someone else build theirs? Are you putting in the work every single day, every single moment of now? Are you planning for your future? They say planning is bringing the future into the present so you can do something about it now. So the question is this: what are you doing with your time? Remember, the time is always now.
Thank you for joining me for the Time Is Always Now podcast. My name is Terence Young. I'm your host for the podcast today. This is a podcast that's dedicated to helping people get past their excuses. Helping people get past saying I'm going to do it someday or one day, and saying I'm going to do it right now because it's the only time we have. If you don't know who I am, my name is Terence Young. I go by TY. I'm a mindset coach, a new thought transformational speaker, an author, a workshop facilitator, and a musician. I love to help people get past their paradigms so they can stop saying they're going to wait for the right time and recognize that the right time is right now. I help people harness the power in the eternal moment of now. So thank you for joining. If you want to donate to the podcast, by all means, you can do so. Just go to my website, which is terenceyoungnow.com. You can donate there. Thank you in advance for donating to the podcast that allows me to continue to do what I do, giving these messages of inspiration and encouragement for all the world to use. So thank you for that. So over on our group, the Time Is Always Now Facebook group, which is on Facebook, you can join that by just going to Facebook, searching for the Time Is Always Now Facebook group. We have a theme every single week, and this week the theme was start over, meaning don't be afraid to start over. Begin again. It's okay. And that is what we're going to be talking about and focusing on today in today's podcast. So I'm going to give you some tangible ways you can learn how to start over, and you can put it into your life right here, right now, to use it today. First quote I'm going to use is this: no matter how hard the past is, you can always begin again. I love this. We all need to know this in our lives. No matter how hard our past was, you can always begin again. Back when I was a partier and a drinker, my past was hard. I lost everything at one point. I lost my car, I lost my home, I lost my job, I had nothing. I've been there. I know what that feels like to have nothing. But you know what I did? I picked myself up and I began again. I started building anew. I changed my mindset. I changed what I believed to be true about myself, and I began again. We can all do that. What is it in your life that you're thinking because of what happened in the past, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that in the future? No. Stop, cancel, clear. Stop that thinking right there. You can begin again, and you can begin again right here, right now. Remember this: we learn from our mistakes. Don't just count something and say, oh, I failed at this, or I made a mistake and that's it. No. When you learn from it, it's a learning experience. And this is key. Learn that. Learn how to change your perspective on things. Yes, we all make mistakes. Yes, I made mistakes in my past. I've learned from those mistakes, and now I'm a better man because of it. Think of the things in your life, in your past, that you called a mistake or a failure. Now look back at them, change that perspective and say, I learned from them. Pick yourself up, begin again, and you can start that right here, right now. That's powerful. Number 2 is this: don't be afraid to start over. It's a brand new opportunity to build what you really want. That's right. Don't be afraid to start over. Sometimes people keep going down the same road and it's leading to nowhere. Think about that. Don't be afraid to start over. Right? If you got one course and you're headed down that course and it's supposed to lead you somewhere, and after 5 years or 10 years you're not getting there, Don't be afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to change things up. We've used that before as one of our weekly themes. You got to change it up. Maybe that course, the thing that you're doing is wrong. Don't change the goal. That's not what I'm saying. Change the method by which you want to reach that goal. Don't be afraid to change things up. Start over. Do something different. There's so many different ways. What did they say? There's a million different ways to skin a cat, right, or whatever. There's so many. There's not just one way to do anything. I love teaching this in my workshops. I don't care what you do. There's more than one way to do it. And you know what? Someone's already developing a way that we haven't even thought of yet. That's the way the world works. If we continue to innovate and learn and get better, no matter what it is, don't be afraid to start over. If it's not working, yes, give it some time. Yes, consult with other people. But if it's not working, change it up. Start over. And that gives you the opportunity to build what you truly want. That's what's so powerful. Think about that. Number 3, quickly here. So take a deep breath, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and begin again. Start all over again. It's powerful. So powerful. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off. I love that quote. We say, fall 7 times, get up 8. Anybody had any relationship issues lately? I've been there. Hey, it's okay. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and begin again. Start all over. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's hard. We've all been there. You're not alone when you do this. You're not alone going through. We've all had relationships come to an end. But pick yourself up. If you got to go through a little while of being sad, that's okay. Feel those feelings. Go through them. But at some point, pick yourself up. Dust yourself off. And begin again. We can all do it. You just have to have a little faith in yourself. Right? Have that faith in yourself. Have that faith in the power that lives within you that says, I can move forward. I can move on. I can begin again. I can start anew. And I don't have to wait for next week or next month. I can begin again right here, right now, in this moment of now. If you do that, it'll change your life. So remember, don't be afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to begin again. If you are able to do this and focus on the things that can change your life by beginning again, focus on the future, not on the past, that's going to change your life. And if you do that, you're going to be able to unequivocally say, I own the now, and I have won. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Time Is Always Now podcast. I appreciate you joining me for it. Make sure you share this podcast to your family, to your friends, and everyone. I want everyone to be able to get these messages. With that, I am going to sign off. This is TY. Remember, the time is always now.